We just got done watching episode 7 of The Penguin, and man, I loved this episode as well. We start off with a awesome backstory that I was really looking forward to, giving us a little bit better insight of how the Penguin, basically came to be. He has a pretty dark backstory the farther you go back in his story. You know what I mean? We see him and his mom, and we kind of just. I wasn't sure what was going on just yet when we started the episode because it's obviously just him and his mom. And you can see that he loves his mom, and you can see that his mom loves him, and you can also see that she's paying the bills. And, it just sets up a really good. It sets it up really nicely to let us know what's going to be going on in this episode. And then as soon as we see the introduction of his brothers Jack and Benny, his entire demeanor changes immediately. He's not with it. He's not laughing. He's not having a fun time. He's not with it at all. And at that moment, that's when I knew. I was like, oh, you know what? He's a menace. And I had asked chat. I was like, yo, do we trust? Young Oz? And it was like, nah, man, we do not trust young Oz at all. And it was a good idea to not trust young Oz because that menacing look meant something for sure. And it meant something deep. Man. But we also finally get our first reveal of, what is his name, Rex or Rez or something like that. The gangster that we've heard Penguin talk about throughout the show so far. We finally get to see Rex. Okay, it is Rex. Yeah, we finally get to see Rex, and he's doing gangster mobster stuff. We also get the reveal of the golden Cadillac that we've heard so much about. And I like the way that they all immediately recognize each other. They know what's going on. And you can also kind of see from how the Penguin looks that he does look pretty different from his brothers. I mean, him and his younger brother do look alike, you know what I'm saying? But, he kind of looks different, Chad. I'm not going to lie. I might be mistaken on that one, but, he gives me a different vibe for sure. But it was just dope to see Rex finally be, introduced and to see him give that $50 and then for them to be like, what, he gave you $50? Let me see the $50 bill and all this other stuff, Like he's all pumped about it, right? And it was just really... It was just cool to see that come full circle, to see what Penguin has always been talking about, come full circle. And then we also see them break into not the locker, but, go into the very place that the Penguin makes his hideout later on, which becomes even darker. It actually is a full circle darkness right here. This episode was really dark, and for so many reasons. So we're gonna get into it though. I loved it. I love seeing him and his brothers. I love seeing the relationship between them. How you can tell that they're all different for sure, and that the older and the youngest brother definitely are like more tight. And we also see the reveal of this coin that initially gave him the idea to go here in the first place to make his place, to make this his place, which is honestly insane. Like there's so much darkness behind the story, man. I really wasn't ready for it. And we see this drain pipe that he looks at earlier in the episode when him and Vic first come into the show. Not come into the show, but come into the tunnels. And that's where his brothers are hiding. They're hiding down there, and he's pissed. He's like, yo, it's hard for me to get down there. It's raining. How dare you guys do me like this? I'm not a fan of this. This isn't cool. You guys shouldn't have done this. He almost slips. He gets mad. And then because of him getting mad, because of that, we see him have one of his first anger spouts, and he slams the door closed. Very methodical. Have fun getting out. That's exactly what he says. And he looks at it. He makes that conscious decision of, yeah, I'm out of here, man. And then he leaves them there to die. And they die. That's how his brothers die, bro. God. The Penguin is a menace. He is a villain. He is just as much as everyone in this show is villains, bro. There is no one to root for. There is no one to there is someone to root for, but there's no one to root for at the same time, right? Like there's no good guy to root for. That's really what I'll say. Everyone that you're rooting for is a bad guy, unless they're Batman, and no one in this show is Batman, my guy. So it's just one of those things, bro. Speaking of Batman, holy shit, the whole city is done exploded and flooded, and this man ain't nowhere to be found as these mobsters is dying and murdering each other left and right. Bro better be on a big mission. He better be on a big mission. That's all I can say, bro. Because the city, if the city ever needed Gotham, it would. If the city ever needed Gotham, if Gotham City ever needed Batman, it would be right damn now. You know what I'm saying? Where is he at? And it was just crazy to see. It was just absolutely crazy to see how the Penguin, how young Oz Cobb just had absolutely no care in the world about it. Like, he was checking the rainfall to make sure that it was raining hard, bro. Like it's so diabolical. That was just diabolical to see that occur in that way. Like, he really, really killed his brothers. Like, and I even when it happened, I was like, yo, he killed his brothers for real. Like, he really killed his brothers. He really killed his brothers. And then we see him, seeing the OG, the OG style with the penguin suit, with the gun, with the cane gun and all that. Like, bro, come on. I like the circular storytelling that they're going with here. It's pretty wild. And then, as soon as Penguin gets back to the house, he meets up with Vic. He tells Vic, yo, go and get all of the gangs. You escape. They're going to take me. You get all the gangs together that I was just getting together. You go get them and tell them what's going on and make sure that they come and help your boy out. And he's like, what? And he's like, you heard me. Go do exactly what I just said, man. And then he's like, all right, bet. And we don't see Vic for the rest of the episode. So we don't know what the hell happened with Vic, where the hell Vic went. No one else could reach Vic on his phone. It's very possible that he didn't have his phone with him or something, or like Sophia took it when he got knocked out. That sucks that he got knocked out by Sophia, it seems like, with the crowbar. It definitely sucks. But, and when I love the way that Salvatore, he pulls up and he just whoops bruh's ass. He just beats the mess out of the Penguin. He's like, his old ass. And he just whoops his ass left, right, up, and down. And that was pretty dope. I like to see this old man, like, he was really mad about his family, as he should be. He did lose his family in a really bad way. And after that, we see a really dope part. We get to see Sophia and Momma Cobb. And this is really what I've been waiting for the entire show, is to see the dynamic between them two. And it happened pretty much the exact way that I thought it would. She goes absolutely off on her, bro. Like, she literally rips her a new one. And she was like flabbergasted. Like, she was flabbergasted. She couldn't believe it. She was like, oh, like, you are the one. You know what I mean? She's like, oh, you're the reason why. She's like, you're the reason why all this stuff has happened to your to your family and whatnot. This and that and that and this. And Sophia just doesn't understand. Sophia just doesn't understand. But you know who does understand? Momma Cobb. Because she's like, you don't know my boy, do you? He's gonna roast Sal like he did his wife and their bastard son. Like, whoa. Like, bruh, she is a menace, bro. Like, she is a menace. In all ways possible, Momma Cobb is a menace. And I knew that, yo. And Momma Cobb is a straight gangster the entire conversation. She's she even tells her, this is the part that really had me rolling. She was like, what is it, like right here? She says,
a bit concerned. Oh, yeah, that's right. You're a what at Chicanti now. Yeah. Oswald told me. What are you going to do next? Dye your hair pink? Get an ass tattoo? I'll teach you daddy a lesson.
Yo, and Sophia was like, oh God, like, I can't believe it. She was literally mind blown. She could not believe that this little old lady was just going in on her like this. And it was really dope. I really liked their conversation. And it even gets called back later to this moment where, she's like, your mom actually helped me have a breakthrough with something. And because immediately after this, we see that Sophia is literally pondering life. She is pondering all of her life. And then we get to see, I think this episode got to show all of us those of us that wanted Penguin to win and those of us that wanted Sophia to win, this episode really showed all of us that no one's a good person. That Penguin sucks, Sophia sucks, everybody sucks in this show. Like they're like good characters, don't get me wrong, like they're awesome, but they're actual like they're good characters, but they have no actual character. You know what I mean? Like, they suck. They're just not good people. They're bad human beings. That's what I mean, right? Like, there is a lack of character for sure. You know? Like, and I love the way that Sal just pulls up. He drops this speech like, hey, all you guys, don't worry. This is just a change in management. Get back to work. This shit is ours now. It's all good, right? It's all good. Don't you worry about it. And everybody is like, what the hell is this dude talking about? And Penguin actually does have everybody on his side because, like he said, they respect him. They rock by him like the whole nine. Like the whole nine. And I really like that. And then you see the guy that Penguin was you see the guy that Penguin was initially talking to about the power in his little cave that he has now, right? He was telling them they were talking about the power before, and they do this little nod thing, and I was like, okay, it's time to bust a move. But the thing that I didn't expect was for the Penguin to come through talking his absolute shit. Like, the Penguin you gotta watch the Penguin, because he knows how to piss you off.
You know what I'll never forget?
Bro,
Sal,
here we go.
it's the
This is
smell.
crazy.
Burning flesh, muscle, fat, shit.
Oh,
The smell of hair. I didn't anticipate that. It's real distinct. Tell me, Sal, did your beautiful wife Nadia, did she wear a special kind of hairspray or something? Because, man, she went up like a tinderbox.
oh my God, bro. This guy is just not a good person, bro. Like, bro, like, these guys are not, no one is good people around here. And I love it, bro. And then we get to see the Penguin and his crew basically take out all of Sal's group. And this shit it was insane. I can't believe we lost Sal to a heart attack, bro. Like, that is crazy. We get to see Sal and Penguin, like, just boxing back and forth, going through it. And then he's like, oh shit, wait. And I was like, bro, wait, there's no way this is happening right now, right? Like, I'm pretty sure a lot of us were like, there's no way. And then he just goes, it's not funny, but it's so funny. And Penguin was like, hey, nah, bruh, I gotta beat you. And bruh just really hit the deck and it was out, bro.
Sal, look at me. Look at me. I beat you,
And
Sal.
Penguin's so deranged.
You hear me?
He's like, bro, I beat you.
win.
You gotta know that I beat you. You need to know it. Like, and then he goes on a 5-minute rant with him and Sal, and he's just going off like, I beat you. I beat you. No one, me. Like, bro, I just didn't expect it. And it's like, is he putting on this show for everybody that's out there still fighting? You know, is he putting the show on for everyone? So everyone knows. And then he does a Penguin thing, and, you know, he shoots him when he's dead already. Like, why would he do this? And then, not only that, he takes the ring. He takes the Falcone ring, takes it back, and then he as a show of force and a show of a sense of camaraderie to him and his people, he throws Sal Maroni right out in front of everybody, and they beat everybody, which was awesome. I don't think they expected they didn't expect the regular workers to just pull up with the function, right? They didn't expect that. I expected it, but they didn't expect it. And I just really like that. And then, you know what? We get to see how much of a good person Sophia just is not. Sophia goes and she visits her little cousin that is now in a orphanage because Sophia killed her parents along with everyone else in the house, her entire family. And Sophia created a little her after she promised this little girl that there would she wouldn't be locked in a dungeon and all these other things. That is the exact thing that has happened to the little girl. And Sophia should feel terrible about it. And I'm happy that she does because, it's like on one hand, we want to we all rooted for Sophia when she killed everybody. But then we look at this little girl here now and it's like, do you still feel the same way? Are you still rooting for Sophia? Are you still happy that this little girl's parents are dead and she's in an orphanage and Sophia doesn't really care at all? All she cares about is the little girl not telling on her. That's all she cares about. Nothing else. Nothing else. Yeah, that kind of sucks, man. She's not a good person, yo. She sucks. Everybody sucks, man. They're all bad people. It's kind of crazy. Even Vic is a bad person now because he definitely shot bro, in cold blood. Like, everybody's just not good people. But I still really loved this episode because it really got to show us how much of a menace everyone is. She straight up sits there and tells that little girl, it is a gift. Everyone is dead. You're going to get out of here. You're going to find a new home. You'll be fine. I was fine. You'll be fine. It's good your parents are dead. And it's okay that I killed them. You shouldn't tell anybody that I killed your parents, but you should be happy that they're dead. She's crazy, okay? That's all I can say. That's all I can say about that, bro. She's lost her marbles, bro. It's so cold how she did that little girl and then just left her there yet again. Look at that face. Woo! Yeah, man, that's not a good thing. I'm feeling really bad. I'm feeling really bad for that little girl, bro. I'm not gonna lie. And then, of course, Penguin lets her know yet again that he wins, right? Like, she was so surprised. She was like, oh, shit. This guy is real. Like, this guy is really about that life. Like, everything that she's tried to do to the Penguin, he has one-upped, bro. He's one-upped. And she really learns that what her mom said is the truth. He's 2 steps ahead of everything. And that's why she becomes a straight loose cannon, because she has to do the thing that he would never expect again. And that is, murder everybody. And unfortunately, bro, we also see that she takes Julian to basically hijack Mama Cobb's mind, which is just heartbreaking. She's really just a super villain because she has done to everybody what was done to her so far. Like, the little girl is trapped in an asylum, like not in an asylum, but she's trapped in a place that she should not be. Like, all that's going on. She's murdering people. She's killed some innocent people along the way. I mean, the first person we saw Sophia killed was a child. He was like, maybe not a child, but he was a kid. You know what I mean? Under 21 for sure. Like, damn. But, we of course see Penguin. I was not ready to see Penguin abandon his boys. Like, that's something that definitely had me like, wait, what? Like, no way he abandoned his peoples. But he did. He straight up abandoned his peoples. Because he thought that his mother was going to be under there, and they were not under there. You know what was under there? A goddamn bomb. And then he sees that bomb, and does he say, everybody run? It's a bomb. No, he doesn't. He just takes off. Like, he just takes off, bro. He sees the bomb. He's like, everybody's like, yo, what's in the car? And he's like, oh, and he just moves. He doesn't say anything to anyone about anything, bro. Like, so crazy. So crazy, bro. He's just not, bro. Oz just sucks, bro. Like, look, he literally runs. And then someone else is like, oh my God, it's a bomb. And then what happens? The very place he killed his brothers is the exact place that saves his life. That's poetic in the opposite way that I would want it to be. Like, that is not what I think, that's not what I would want it to be, man. And then we also get to see the moment that he talked about where his mom finally got out of the rut and they went down to the Monroe Club and they got all fancy and dolled up and they went and danced the night away. We get to see that moment happen. And that is exactly where Sophia takes his mother, where she's probably going to kill her because she's definitely lost her marbles. Like, Sophia has went absolutely crazy at this point, yo. She's killed too many people. She cares about none of the innocents. Like, it's just bad across the board. It's just bad. And it's just sad as well. And that's how we basically, we basically end the episode with the undercover cop or the detective cop coming through and taking Oz and knocking him out and taking him to the next place, man. And that is a banger episode. I'm not going to lie. This was a fantastic episode. I was so happy to get this flashback stuff as well. Kind of crazy that, this is, man, yeah, this show definitely understands it. This is something that I guess we were talking about with Agatha all along, right? They saved their flashback episode for episode 9 instead of having it be, the flashback episode before the season finale. And that definitely makes you feel a little different. Like, having this tee up the way it just did and knowing that next week we're going to get an all-out crazy episode yet again. Maybe with a little bit more flashback stuff too, though. I guess there's 2 flashback episodes technically. So it'll be interesting to see how this show sticks the landing as well versus how, another show like Agatha All Along that was also very well, how they stuck the landing versus this sticking the landing. So I'm excited, and I really want to know what your guys' thoughts, theories, and questions are surrounding The Penguin Episode 7. So let me know in the comment section down below. And of course, if you want me to deep dive or jump into any of your comments, like that, you can also send a super chat or a super thanks to show your support. All right?
If you guys would like to support Mark Bros, all you gotta do is visit our website at www.markbros.com and buy some merch. Represent the superfan. Or you can join our Patreon to get early access to content, patron-only scoops, giveaways, private Q&As, and those sacred watch parties. We appreciate you guys. We'll catch you on the next one. Excelsior.
On today's pop culture news update.
On today's pop culture news update.
On today's pop culture news update.